So I'm trying to do this whilst the sun is up. I'm sorry if the lighting's a bit off, but it's a skincare video. I'm not wearing any makeup. I just want you all to be able to see everything and be as transparent as possible. Hi guys, it's Faith. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for clicking on the video and tuning in. And if you're a returning viewer, thanks for clicking on the video and joining us again. If you've not done so already, make sure you click that subscribe button so that you can be subscribed to the channel. And yeah guys, click the notification bell as well so you can be notified whenever I drop a new video. Right, let's get into it. So guys, as I'm about to start off a skincare series on this channel, I thought what better way to start than by giving y'all the backstory of my skin. Now, I don't want this video to last very long, but I do think it's important for me to give you all the backstory. So I'm going to try and keep it nice and quick, okay? Just a disclaimer, I'm not a pro, I'm not an expert. Skincare is not my area of expertise, but it was highly requested from my followers on Instagram that I start a skincare series on my YouTube. If it's something that you're interested in, you can stay along for the ride, but let's keep it cute and classy in the comments. I am going to be sharing my skin with y'all, yeah? I'm going to be very transparent. So yeah, not everyone can do that. So keep it nice if you're going to be staying. If not, keep it moving, yeah? Right, without further ado, let's get into the video. So just a backstory. Before the age of, let's say, 13, I'd say my skin was decent. It was like anyone else's skin. It was good. I'll pop some pictures along the video so y'all can see the journey of my skin. I won't say I had much complaints. When I was about 9, I had chickenpox and I had spots on my face and they didn't clear up for a very long time. So that was probably my biggest problem, the chickenpox scarring. But aside from that, I'd say my skin was relatively smooth, it was relatively bright, and it was alright. I wasn't stressed about it at that point. Now, after the age of 13, well, I guess I just hit puberty because my skin started doing its own thing and I was just not agreeing with it. I was doing skincare, my skin was just not caring about me, and yeah, I started trying out lots of different products to try and get rid of the hyperpigmentation and spots at the time. But now that I look back, in hindsight, I didn't really have a problem with spots. It was just mainly the hyperpigmentation. So if you don't know, hyperpigmentation is basically like when you have little spots left behind, and it's also to do with like the melanin in your skin and the sun, etc, etc. I'm not going to go into too much detail right now. This is just a generic basic video on my skin and the backstory of it. So I was suffering from hyperpigmentation a lot, and it was a query about whether or not I was suffering from acne. So I went to the GP and they said that they gave me two things. They said I was either suffering from acne or I was suffering from some sort of fungal infection on my face, because I have a lot of skin problems, guys. So they just said it was one of two things. So they basically prescribed me like a topical cream. Basically, they prescribed me a cream that was an antibiotic. I can't remember the name of it, but in the next video, maybe I'll find out the name and let y'all know what it was. And this is a big fast forward. This was in 2020 that they prescribed me that cream. But then this was like in times of the pandemic, so I was meant to go back and get a review, but then because of the pandemic I couldn't go back because GPs were only seeing COVID related patients. And then we also moved houses, so I had a new GP anyways. So that cream kind of worked a little bit, but yeah, it didn't last very long. One problem with my skin is that products will work for a little while and then they'd stop. They literally just work for a while and then they will do nothing else for my skin. So before 2020, I tried lots of products. I was on the African black soap hype. I was trying that out. That was fine, but I do think that kind of made my skin quite dry because that was a very active product. Once you put it on your face, it was just, for me at least, it was very drying, and it did make my skin clean, but it also made it very tight and it was too harsh for my skin. And I also think it burnt my skin. Yeah, I don't think I'll be using African black soap anytime again in the near future. So I had that. Then I also used to use like facial scrubs, you know, St. Ives. I'm never using St. Ives again. That also is very harsh. It was like clumps. Like, yeah, it was very rough on my skin. And for me, I have sensitive skin, so I don't even know why I use St. Ives to begin with. So my skin was having moments where it'd be like super clear and super bright with a little bit of hyperpigmentation. And then there would be times where it was just dull looking and just not great. So fast forward again, back to the pandemic, my skin was, that I think was when my skin was like at its worst. My skin started reacting to the masks. I had a bad allergic reaction and the whole mask line just went red. It was a specific brand of masks. I don't know if it was because the company I was working for, because I work in healthcare, I don't know if it's because we were changing masks so frequently, because this was at the start of the pandemic, the very start, when supplies were like limited and we were just getting products from like every company possible. My whole skin here, it broke out. It was very red, and then I started getting like these little bumps. I don't know what it was, but it was painful. It was hard to touch. It was like a rash, but it was just red and it was very bumpy and it was just inflamed and it was painful at the same time. And yeah, it wasn't nice. So then after that went down, I ended up getting scarring from that. And just, yeah, I had to live with that for about a year. So last year in 2021, I found like good skincare products. So I started trying out The Ordinary, and my top products from there was niacinamide and retinol. When I started using those two products, my skin just became chef's kiss. Like, it was great. It was lovely, actually. My skin just started feeling a lot brighter and a lot clearer. And I just looked fresh and I loved it. There was a sort of hype around people having glass skin, you know, when your skin's just smooth and just looks super good. My skin was looking great. Like I said, I'll pop some pictures in. I don't know, guys. I'm actually filming this video on the day I'm hoping to post it, and I've never done that before. So we'll see if I am able to edit everything in time to get all the pictures in. But yeah, my skin was great. It was popping. It just looked nice. And then I ran out of my products. So it was mainly niacinamide and retinol. And then I had the Eucerin toner, which Clarissa, I found her Coffeenomilk, her skincare video put me on. So I used a Eucerin toner, and then I used some other things. I used a Cerave face wash. There was one that I was using prior to the one I'm currently using. And yeah, those 4 products, they held it down for me. So I was using specific things in the day and in the night. And then I can't remember what moisturizer I was using at the time, but I'm sure I've got it upstairs somewhere. But regardless, my skin started thriving and it started looking a lot healthier. I still had like hyperpigmentation spots, but they were starting to fade and they were doing so great. Boom, summer 2021 came and my skin flared up. I don't even know what prompted the flare up. I think I was just a bit stressed around that time. I was having a lot of stuff going on in my life. I wasn't eating as well. There was just problem. And obviously, if you're a little bit stressed and you're not taking care of yourself, it will reflect in your skin, in your appearance, your hair, everything. That started happening to me. And yeah, my skin just, it went downhill again. So that was very problematic for me, and I was just stressed. And I remember I went camping and I had ran out of like my Ordinary products, and yeah, my skin had broken out again. My skin here was very raw all over my cheeks, and I was having spots and I couldn't get rid of the spots. So now, instead of just hyperpigmentation, I was dealing with hyperpigmentation and spots, hyperpigmentation and spots, and I was getting frustrated because nothing was working. And then I came back from camping, and then I decided, you know what, Faith, you need to switch out your skincare routine. So I tried Clinique, the anti-blemish solutions. That did not work for me. And then I also tried a few other products. the whole combination broke out my skin very badly. And like I said, my skin was very raw, so the whole of this section and the whole of this section was very raw. My forehead just had a few pimples here and there, and then I started getting a lot of spots on my chin. So my main problem areas are basically just this area and then there, and then always on my forehead I'll get a few spots. So yeah, I also tried like another product. It was like the Clear Start the spot treatment. That was also from Clarissa's video, which worked for her, but for me it didn't work. One thing with skincare, guys, it's not going to work for everyone. What works for someone else might not work for you. But I had to do something. But yeah, this is going to be a video of 2 parts. So I'll show you what my skin looks like now, because I do think I've come a long way from what it was like at the start. And then I'll do another video, which will be a part 2. And then I'll basically explain the products that I'm using and the routine that I do basically. So I've re-upped on my products that were holding it together for me. So I've got back the niacinamide, the retinol, I've got some hyaluronic acid, I've got a lot of stuff, guys. I did a big skincare shop this past week. So I'm currently waiting for everything to come in the post, and then I'll try the products out for 1 month, and then I'll come back and I'll do like a part 2. So you'll be able to see the products that I'm currently using, and I'll sit down and I'll show you all it, like step by step. I'll give you all the tea. But for now, I just thought I'd do a little backstory on my skin. I hope this video wasn't too boring. But like I said, I'll show you all what my skin looks like now. Just bear with me. But yeah, I'm not sure when the products come. I might do a mini unboxing on my Instagram, because I don't think y'all would want me to just sit down and do a whole unboxing video. I think y'all would rather me just do the skincare routine on camera. But yeah, guys, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. I'll put my handles up. Follow me on Instagram, because I might be just doing a small unboxing there on my stories, and then come back here and then, you know, do the routine. So if you're not interested, like I said, you can follow along on my journey. If you're someone that suffers from hyperpigmentation and spots, I don't think I was formally diagnosed with acne, because I don't think I had acne. I had lots of spots. I'll show you all the pictures. Y'all can put your opinions in the comments. But yeah, I'm glad that my skin isn't as bad. So let me show y'all. This is what my skin looks like. I know the sun is doing its own thing, and the windows here are like, they've got panels on them, so it's just reflecting. But this is what my skin looks like. I don't know if y'all can see. So obviously I've still got scarring all here, and I've got a little bit of scarring here and on my forehead. All of these spots that I've got currently, they're strictly hormonal spots. They're not like, I won't say I'm stressed, they're not stress spots, they're just hormonal spots, which happens to everyone. This is what my skin's like. So I'm hoping once I start back using the niacinamide and the retinol, this will all clear up, and then my forehead will clear up, and then that will clear up. Because like I said, I have up and down moments, highs and lows. My skin does what it wants, and as a person of color, hyperpigmentation is part of your skincare journey. You just need to learn to embrace it. I'm filming this video in 4K. I am using my front camera just because I wanted to be able to like see myself while filming. But my skin is not perfect. It's going to be a continuous journey, and it's not a straight line. It's not linear. You have ups and downs, highs and lows. Unless you were lucky enough to be born with clear skin, you will have problems, you know. So it's just part of life, and it's part of growing up. And I've learned to come to terms with it and just be at peace. But I know that can't be said for everyone. But if y'all want some tips and just some fresh ideas of products, follow me and I will show y'all. So yeah, and y'all can see it's not perfect, but I think it's come a long way, a very long way from what it used to be. And y'all can just see I have a very uneven skin tone. But yeah, we move. So guys, let's wrap this up. This is what my skin looks like at the moment. I'll check back in with y'all in a month's time. I'm not wearing any makeup. And even if y'all have seen me wearing makeup before, I literally put a smidge of foundation on, and then I make that last for my whole, like the whole face. But anyways, I'll unpack a lot of other gems, and yeah, y'all will be able to see on this whole journey. So stay tuned, make sure you click the notification bell and subscribe, because like I said, when the package comes, when it drops, I will be doing a full skincare routine. These products have worked for me. They have helped my skin from being very inflamed, very irritated, to what it is now. So I can vouch for them and say that they worked for me. Doesn't necessarily mean that they'll work for you, but y'all can try. And another thing, use sunscreen, people. If you suffer from hyperpigmentation, you need to use sunscreen. I just need to look for a sunscreen to add into this new routine. So if you've got any comments about sunscreens, drop them in the comments below, because I am looking for one. Yeah, any good sunscreen SPF for people of colour, just drop a comment in the box below. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna love y'all and leave y'all. And yeah, that's what it looks like. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, make sure you click that like button and subscribe to my channel. And like I said, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when the new video drops of me showing you all the skincare routine. Like I said, this is part 1 of 2, so be on the lookout for part 2, guys. I hope you all are enjoying your Sunday afternoon and that you're all having a great weekend wherever you are. Stay safe. Bye, guys.